Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and I am here using this spread as a functional planner for the week of May 16th through the 22nd. So I actually recorded this video as a plan with me, putting all the stickers down and, just making it really pretty and nice. I mentioned in that video, I think, or maybe just like on Instagram as I posted this spread, that I do use daily pages in conjunction with my planner, but I also will just say full disclosure that I have not written in this planner. It is Sunday, the 22nd, and I have not written in this planner all week. So I thought this would be just kind of a good time for me to come on and show you how I would write in this weekly planner using just the weekly planner. I am going to just like show you what I would use this planner for and just have it after the pen. I do this normally at the beginning of the week and just kind of walk through the week and just make plans. But since I have not written in this for Sunday, I'm just going to do everything today. I will just kind of talk you through my entire process and just pretend that I'm doing this throughout the week. Pretty much that's how it is. But, just full total transparency here, I have not written in this planner all week. But what I'm going to do is show you how I write in this planner and how I would be able to use this functionally, even though I used giant decorations here. Just to start off with, one thing that I do like to keep to the side is essentially all the stickers that I used for this spread. And so I used a giant Ariel here, and she's really the only like Happy Planner item on here. The rest of it was from Planners Anonymous. And so I have my Planners Anonymous kit that I just leave on my desk for the week. And so this is a chance for me to add stickers if I want to. I mean, it's kind of like a lot of stickers already, but I could add stickers if I needed to, or just add more boxes, which is probably what I'll do. And so I just leave it to the side. This more so is for like the weeks where I have fewer stickers. This week I probably won't add any more stickers, but we'll just kind of see as we go along. So normally after I record a plan with me video, this is what it looks like. I take all my photos, do all my thing, and then what I do is go through and write down all of the major events. And so what I use for most of my planning is a Pilot G2.07 is it 0.07? I think it's 0.07, or maybe it's 0.7. Anyway, whatever the number is, it's just the standard Pilot G2 pen. And what I do is go through and put down all of my major events. And so for this week, I actually had kind of a lighter week. There wasn't really a lot happening. I mentioned in the plan with me that really I only had these two major events on Thursday. And so just to start off with, I would basically go in and write those two events. All right, and so right here, I had a work meeting. And so this is my, I honestly don't even know what to call it, but it was the PLO meeting. All right, and it was like scheduled for 9, and I didn't really know the time it ended. So they said lunch, so I just put 12. I mean, I think we actually got done around 12, but then I stayed at work for like another hour or two. So anyway, that was the meeting. And then that afternoon, okay, so I don't really remember. That was it for the entire week. Was like I just had that one meeting, and that was it. All right, so normally again, like I would just go through and fill out all the major events that I have going on, and yeah, that would be pretty much it. I'm realizing that as we go through here, that there were a couple of weekend events, and so I'm gonna actually move this sticker. That was the only one that was planned. Later on in the week, we ended up having something come up on Saturday. It was actually something that we planned a while back. And so Sophia, my daughter, had a play date with a friend of hers. All right, and this was at 9. All right, and then on Sunday, of course, we always have church. And I guess because I'm using stickers here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the sticker. I like to have all of my events be in boxes. So I'm gonna put another box here. And I'm just pulling a random one. It really doesn't matter which one, but I'm just gonna stick it here and just have it be church. One thing that I did know is that I'm in the nursery this week, right? And so these are all the things that I would put. Okay, so that's pretty much it in terms of what I had for the week. Yeah, and so Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. All right, now what I do at this point is pretty much just have my plans, and as I go through the day, I would mark any plans that came up in the future. Like if there are other things that pop up during the week that got scheduled, then I would add those as well. But then I would just go day by day. So on Monday, what ended up happening for me on Monday was, it wasn't really a lot that happened, okay? Like I was really lazy this week, okay? So a couple of things that I did do is like right here. I used this as a to-do list, and so a couple of things did come up. My nephew, his birthday got scheduled, right? So like I need to go ahead and like buy his gift and things like that. So for sure that came up. And then I also on Monday did go to Dollar Tree. And so this was just a trip I decided to take at kind of the last minute. And so this was a YouTube video, right? And so I'll put that right there. For the rest of the day, I pretty much didn't do anything, just goofed off, right? And then here on Tuesday, that was just Monday, right? I just, again, added my to-do list and then what I did that day. On Tuesday, Sophia decided she wanted to have a girl day. And all right, and so we went to basically Walmart. Right, and so that was pretty much what we did there. Now you notice one of the things that I do differently is like for the events that I have planned or scheduled, I do put those in boxes, but things that come up in like just as I go through the day and I'm just kind of journaling about it, like I'm putting it because it happened in that moment, then I leave it outside of the boxes. That's pretty much like the difference for how I do it. One thing that I did do here was I did edit and upload my Dollar Tree YouTube. So I'll put that there. And again, that wasn't really anything planned. I just like did it that day. Right, and then here on Wednesday, I pretty much, again, didn't do much of anything. I did work a little bit, and then, yeah, I mean, actually I worked a lot now that I'm thinking about it. I worked for several hours that day. I'm just looking at like some like random like scrap pieces of paper that I have too, just so you can see, so you know like what I'm referencing. And then the other big thing is, yeah, pretty much like I worked all day, and then I filmed a video here. I'll just put this here. This was a Franken planning video for dividers. It was like an organization video. Okay, and then that was pretty much it. And then like Wednesday, I was like, that was pretty much it. Like I worked all day. Right, and then here for Thursday, of course, I had this meeting, right? And that was like a solid chunk of my day. I pretty much like went and picked up Sophia like pretty much right after that. But I did film another like shop with me video. That was all the footage that I have from like Joanne, Michaels, and Hobby Lobby. And then on Friday, like I didn't do anything. Like it was pretty much like just taking Sophia to her usual like ballet, tap, things like that. But yeah, I didn't do anything on Friday. And then I mentioned already that she had this play date. This was scheduled, and so we did schedule this, but then what ended up happening was we had to cancel it at the last minute because of illness. And so what we ended up doing was just making placement plans. And so what I do, you can just see here, I just crossed it out, and then I would just go in here and get another box because we did add another event here, and that was to go to Sophia's cousin's soccer game or soccer tournament. And so we decided to do that instead. And this was at 11. Right, and yeah, so that was pretty much what we did on Saturday. And at this point, like, I mean, I've made a very short list. I don't recall that I had much of anything else. Like, again, it was like a very light week for me. But yeah, so this was pretty much what I did. And then like right now it's like Sunday afternoon and we have like gone to church. And I did my volunteer service in the nursery, and now I'm recording these videos. So this is pretty much it for the week. Now, some of the comments that I have is like, wow, is that all that you write in my planner? Yeah, it's pretty much all that I write in my planner. I do keep track of like my food, like budget related stuff. I don't put that on my weekly plans though. Those all end up on my daily plans, just because I track those things a little bit differently. But yeah, here you can see here I have my social media and like any major plans that I have, plus a to-do list. I feel like I should have had way more, but this is probably one of the things with like having a lazy week where you just end up not writing a ton of stuff. And so I didn't write down a bunch of stuff, and so I'm gonna have to go back through my notes and see what I'm missing here. I might have like typed up some notes on my phone or something like that. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Like I did hit the big major events that we have, and like I have all of my social media, and like one of the big days that Sophia had right here. I actually should convert this because she did ask me about this later. So earlier. So I'm gonna convert this into a box just because it wasn't like an in the moment, like she didn't decide that day to like have a girl day. She wanted it to be like a legit planned day, and so we had like entire conversations about like what she wanted to do and like how we were going to organize it and things like that. So I'm going to put that in a box. And again, like the way that I do this is, you know, if it's something that is planned, I put it in a box, and if it's something that happens in the moment, then it just gets written in the moment, outside of the boxes. So planned events go into a box, and in the moment type stuff get its time in the sun, just like as like regular notes here. All right, so this was Girl Day with Sophia. And again, we went to Walmart basically to buy her a toy because that's what she wanted. That was her major thing. All right, so I feel like it's really light on writing, but that's pretty much how I use my weekly planner on a weekly basis. And so I hope this gives you ideas for like how I am able to, even though I have like giant decoration on here, I'm still able to use it functionally for the things that really matter. I know, like, because of just like full transparency, that I wrote all this like on Sunday, and you know, like there might be things that are missing. I probably would write a little bit more. I might still go back in and write a little bit more and just kind of fill in some of the white space. Okay, so after finishing all this, I did like try to go through my notes to try to find where the rest of my notes were. I feel like, you know, it was kind of a little bit lighter, and I'm missing like a few things like from my morning sessions. And so I did find like a couple of notes that I basically wrote on like a like home binder sheet. I feel like my whole system is like all over the place. But anyway, I did find some additional notes. So I'm going to add those in here. On here, I would say just like for this entire week, because I was being lazy, I did spend a lot of time playing video games. Like, don't judge me. But one of the major games that I'm playing right now is working my way through Super Mario Odyssey, which is like a super fun game. Odyssey, I can't spell Odyssey. But anyway, like here on Monday, I actually finished The Lost Kingdom. Okay, and so I'll put a note here. I also worked a little bit on Monday too, so that is a note there. I already mentioned here that I had Noah's birthday, but then we also this day went to like have lunch with Sophia, and I'm not gonna bother putting that here, but she wanted to stop by. She was just like really hungry, and so we did have a have like a little bit of a date right here. I also later that day finished a different like component of Mario Odyssey, and so that is right here. Right, and then here I'm still working through like Mario Odyssey, right? And so the two kingdoms that I finished here were Cascade and Sand. The Sand Kingdom. If you have no idea what that means, of course it's just like the game. And then of course like I had Girl Day, and then we had like the Dollar Tree thing here. And so that's all there. Like you can see here, like I'm basically adding the notes from Super Mario Odyssey. Like I have a separate like little like DIY sheet that I had made with like notes from like Super Mario Brothers the series, and so this is where this is all coming from. All right, and then right here for Wednesday, I actually stopped playing Odyssey just because like I needed a break from it. I'm already like smearing some of this stuff too. I hate using these pins sometimes because it does smear. You can see that there. I'll have to fix that. Right, but then here I actually started playing Super Mario World, which is an older game. It's on the Super NES, but I started playing Super Mario World just to kind of like finish out the series. And one thing that I did forget is like right here with like these films right here, I do normally like make a to-do list of all the Instagram posts that I need to like have, and so I'm gonna put that here. Right, so I do need for Instagram here, I need like a video for organizing dividers, and then I need one that's essentially like the browsing here. Okay, so how do I write this? Browse, right, with Dollar Tree. And then I think, yeah, I think that might be it. Okay, so then we have like the spring planning video. And then for Thursday, at this meeting, one of the things that I did pull from my work notes is a note, like a little note that I wrote on my work notes for that day, that some of my colleagues wanted to get together for a ladies' night. And so we set a date for that. And I like to put these as like to-dos because I need to basically transfer it over to like my future planner. And so I put a note here that we're going to set a date for June the 10th for that, just so I can keep track of that and put it in my calendar. And yeah, so now I think I'm done. Again, like Friday, I have no idea what I did Friday. Probably just played video games all day. I didn't put a note one way or the other. Must not have finished any major thing. But definitely like we had the usual like ballet, things like that for Sophia. And then Saturday and Sunday was pretty much the same. So that fills it out just a little bit more. Right here, I messed it up. So I don't really love this pen because it takes forever to dry. Plus, you know, a little bit of like liquid or like water and it just kind of like messes up. But I just white it out and rewrite it and it should be totally fine. All right, and now it's a little bit more filled out. And yeah, so again, like these notes right here, the ones I just added, came from like some notes that I had for like on a like different like DIY sheet that I made for like my working through like the Super Mario Brothers series, which is totally like random gaming. But then I found some notes on my work notes, and then I forgot to like do my usual for like Instagram. But those are all the things that I have here. I feel like there's still blank space here, but like again, one of the things that I really think of in terms of like planning like this, and just showing you the after the pen and me writing out all of these things, is that, you know, like it looks like a lot of decorations and it doesn't look like it would be functional at the beginning of the week, but because of the way that I kind of like do my notes here, especially my weekly planner, I really just track like big things that are happening each day. I don't need a ton of room. Like I just need like a few spaces to write just a few things every day. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I feel like I'm missing stuff for Friday, so I'll probably save a spot here to write some stuff for Friday, but I might also have room to like go back in and add stickers, which you might not have thought that there was any space to like add any more stickers because there were so many and it didn't look functional, right? But for me, this is perfectly functional, and you know, hopefully you can see that in the way that I did this after the pen like right with me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it inspires you to really think about, you know, using the space that you have, but not being too overly worried about like having giant stickers in there, or giant decor pieces, because I feel like, you know, if you do write a lot, of course, like you judge for yourself like what you need to do. But for me, I don't really like writing a ton in my weekly planner here. I don't break down these things into like the minutia of my day. That's what my daily planning is for. And so for the weekly plans, I like to have like the larger scale picture of what my week is like. And yeah, this is pretty much it. So I still have room and lots of white space to even add more stickers, which sounds totally crazy at the beginning of the week. But now that the week is over, you can kind of see that that's where I am. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video. Bye guys.